And Vlad, New York's just coming online with their formal market. I wonder, what are you seeing out there, if anything, yet in terms of the legacy side being able to participate?
Well, like Christine said, the one thing is that I can say is that so far, I think the legislators here and the politicians are a little more open-minded than other places, and I think they've seen the mistakes that happened in other places by not including the legacy market and really taking a comprehensive view that this is unlike any other market. So, I think that they're considering all these things because it's like Christine mentioned, like New York City is the biggest consuming city in the world. We have the biggest legacy market in the world by far. And the reality is that everybody's gonna lose if what Christine said doesn't happen. I'm gonna break it down. Why do you, Greg? The local citizens and taxpayers will lose because we're talking about New York, a $8 to $10 billion a year industry if you include legacy and the legal market that's coming. So if you demonize and exclude the legacy market, they will continue operating. And New York has one of the most intricate, sophisticated black markets in the legacy markets in the world. So all the people that are going to spend tons of money to be in this market will be up against something that will not help their businesses. The state will make less money in taxes, and most importantly, you are not giving an opportunity for these people to become upstanding tax-paying citizens, which they are open to doing. They just don't want to be persecuted and don't want to be arrested by the FBI or the IRS. That's why what I hear in the barbershop, what I like to say is, Gregory, that right now they're considering, talking to the feds, the IRS, and the state to create some type of program where if the legacy market declared themselves and decided to participate in the regular market, they would pay some type of tax fee or figure out something where their past will be wiped or erased and they can start fresh in the legal market. And they're smart to consider this because why would you make the market that created an $8 to $10 billion market that you're going to benefit off, the state will benefit off, the citizens will benefit off, instead of that has been, created in 80 years, and there has been people in the legacy market, Greg, all the way from the C-suite to the bud tender. Most people that are entering this market on the legal side have absolutely no data, no experience about how to deal in this market. So why wouldn't you work together instead against to make this a fully optimal market where everybody benefits, especially when this is the least you can do, Greg, when this industry in a place like New York, I just told you the numbers were built on the backs, freedom, and blood of the legacy market. Why wouldn't you, when they are willing to cooperate and join forces, allow them to participate? Instead, you decide if you decided you didn't. The reality is that I don't think that like the new people coming into the legal market would would do really well against them because you can't come in a couple of years and beat somebody that's been operating for 80 years in a place like this. It just would be detrimental to both sides. Like Christina said, the other side would be demonized, imprisoned, and then the people that are, investing and trying to operate, they would lose tons of money because they would be going up against somebody that's been operating for 80 years when all of that can be avoided by just working together and in return, the community would benefit. Greg, the areas affected most by cannabis would benefit, because right now the way the law states, 20% of the gross revenue goes to those communities impacted the most by the war on drugs. And right now it's estimated to be 4.2 billion, so that could be anywhere from 750 million to $1 billion a year that goes to the communities. If you include the legacy market, that number could double.
That's right.
So what I'm trying to say is that, like, everybody would benefit: the community, the taxpayers, the government, the people. So unless, like Christine says, you just really wanna X out Black and brown people, there is no other justification, morally, justice wise, or business wise, why this would not be the smart play.